Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be decorating my yard for Halloween. I just want to be upfront, this is not going to be extravagant. Also, sorry about the background noise, there's nothing I can do about it. I live next to a busy highway. Anyways, this is not going to be an extravagant decorate with me. My front yard is very, very small. If I could trade my backyard for my front yard, I definitely would, because I could put way more Halloween decorations out. But unfortunately, it's a very small patch of yard that I'm working with. And without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and get started. The very first thing that I'm going to be doing is planting a couple of mums. I just purchased these mums from Walmart, and I have some planters down here that I'm going to be planting them in. So let's go ahead and start with that first. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to be doing is adding these little snakes into the planters. I purchased these at Walmart for $3 a piece, and I purchased 10 of them. So I'm going to put hopefully 5 in each planter. They are kind of long, but I thought these were really cool. I wanted to paint the eyes black, but I just didn't get the chance. This one is covered in nastiness. I apologize. But yeah, I'm going to be putting these into the planters. After I was done adding my snakes, I found this skeleton hand stake that I purchased from Joann Fabrics last year. I really wish that I had 2 of these, but unfortunately I only have one. I was hoping to purchase a second one this year, but they changed them, so I passed. So there's only one of these in one of the planters. The next thing I did was I added this Witch's Inn sign from Michaels this year. It was a different color, but I painted it black and white. The next thing I added was this hanging witch. This was something that my 2-year-old son picked out. I normally wouldn't buy something like this, but he loved it so much, so I brought it home with me. And then, as you can see, I already have a wreath hanging on the door. I actually made that this past summer, and it has a bunch of snakes on it, and it is hanging on a bat wreath hanger. The next thing that I put up was this metal witch stake that I purchased from Joann Fabrics, and my original idea was to wrap green string lights behind it, so that way it looked like the cauldron was lighting up, but unfortunately that didn't work. So I placed a solar spotlight that I purchased from Walmart a few years ago behind it. And then I have these metal fences that I also got from Joann Fabrics. I'm just now realizing how much decor I have from Joann's. Anyways, I put these little skull fences up, and yeah, I just thought it added a little something extra to the yard. And then I also have this light up willow tree that I bet you don't know where it came from, unless of course you saw my haul. This also came from Joann Fabrics, and I do want to mention, if this is something that interests you, when I plug it in, there is a small delay for the lights to turn on, and every single time I do it, I have a small moment of panic because I forget that it's delayed and I think that it's broken. So just be wary of that if you plan on purchasing this. I also added these bats to the front of my house as well as the pillars on my porch. And I did not film this process. It was very tedious and time consuming because I had to put each individual sticker on the back. I did go a little bit ham with the bats. Maybe I overdid it a little bit, but I'm keeping it as is. Anyways, the next thing I did was added this metal tombstone stake that I purchased from Five Below a few years ago. And then I also have these skeleton solar light lantern stakes that I purchased from Marshall's this year. And then I have these lanterns that I bought from the Dollar Tree. I did have intentions to paint these black, of course. Black is my favorite color. Even though it's not a color, it's actually the lack of color, but we don't need to get into that. Anyways, I did end up moving these to the outside of the planters, which you'll see at the end. And those came from Dollar Tree Plus. And then I purchased another skeleton. So now I have two of these skeletons and then a pumpkin skeleton I'm super excited about. Anyways, here I am being really confused about the hands because the hands are on backwards and I'm sitting there trying to figure out if there's a way that I can turn it around. I did get on the Walmart website because that's where this skeleton is from, and a lot of people were complaining about it, but a lot of people said that it's an easy fix. All you have to do is unscrew them and then turn them around. So I will eventually be doing that. Those hands are on backwards. What? The very last thing I did was added these window clings, and these are window clings from, where are they from? Menards this year. And then I put a plastic tablecloth behind it, and then I strung some lights around the inside of my window. Anyways, I'm way behind, but this is how my yard turned out. I was super pleased with how it turned out. Again, nothing extravagant, but I really do like it. Anyways, I will show you some clips here in a second of everything lit up at night. Really quickly, I also wanted to hop on here and mention that I added those little light up skeleton hands to the front of my metal tombstone. I purchased the skeleton hands from Big Lots a few years back. I just thought it needed a little bit more, so I added those as well. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and I hope to see you guys all next time. Bye!